Charlie Allen with Homeschool HEAV. How are you? I am here today to tell you 6 things that you should do so that you can start your journey homeschooling. So let's jump right in. Number 1, know your why. Write it down, think about it, pray about it, and know why you want to homeschool. It may change over the years, and that's okay. It should change. You're going to grow and change, and your homeschool may evolve, and it may look completely different than what it did on that very first year. But remember, you will have days when you're like, what am I doing? Or your kids are running around, or nobody's listening, or you have a struggling reader and you're just having a really hard time, or you're having a really hard day, or you're in a really tough season. And you are going to want to look back and remember why you're doing this. So write down your why. Remember, it can evolve, and that's okay, but know your why. Number 2, know your state's requirements. Homeschool is regulated by the state and not the federal government, so every state is going to be different. Some states are going to be more restrictive, while others may be a little bit more lenient. You need to know about your intent. When do you mail your intent to homeschool? What is required in that intent? I'm going to link below a website that you can go to and find your state and find out what it is that your state requires. This is very important, especially as we're coming up on the next year, that you're going to want to get your intent ready and get it mailed out to the superintendent in your state. Number 3, locate a homeschool community near you. You want to find your tribe. You don't want to take this journey alone. Everybody needs somebody. You're going to want to link arms with a group of women that will hold you accountable, that will encourage you during your homeschooling journey. Make sure you reach out, go on Facebook, type in homeschooling and then your city, and just think of all different ways that you can do that on Facebook or online. You can go to bewildandfree.org and find a local wild and free community in your area. It's what I have done. I love my wild and free community, and just look into that. You may also go and find co-ops in your area. Also reach out to other homeschooling moms. Find them on Facebook or Instagram that are local to you, and that way you can find communities for you and your child to get involved in. Number 4, homeschool methods. There are a lot of homeschool methods out there that you should read about. Knowing these homeschool methods is going to allow you to really hone in on what your child's learning style is, and then help you pick curriculum later on and set your schedule and your day. So I will link below where you can go and read a little bit about each one of these methods. And then if there's something that really resonates with you, or you feel like it resonates with your child, explore that more, so that when you go and pick curriculum, or you are looking at the way that you structure your day, you can hone in on that one homeschool method. Also, there's groups out there that are specific for a certain method. There's Charlotte Mason groups and Waldorf groups, and it will really help you also to find your tribe. Number 5, curriculum, the big one, right? So you're really going to want to hone in on what your child's learning style is. Do they learn visually? Do they learn reading literature? Are they hands-on? Or do they learn better in a project-based environment? Or is it a combination of a lot of them? So what you're going to want to do is observe your child. So before you go out and you spend a lot of money on curriculum, really try to know what your child's learning style is. There are going to be a lot of math programs that are mastery-based, or you are going to find literature programs that are hands-on, or they build things, or there's manipulatives. They're all so different. So before you pick a curriculum, I highly recommend that you learn what each of your children's learning styles are. Once you know your child's learning style and you've honed in on maybe 1 or 2 or a combination of homeschool methods, then you can go and start looking at curriculum, what you want your curriculum to look like. Does your child need a hands-on math? Do they need a literature-based math? You may also decide that you don't want a boxed curriculum. A lot of people pick different curriculums and then they piece them together. Don't let the curriculum dictate every move you make. If you want to buy curriculum and look at it and then expand on it, do that as well. Don't feel like once you purchase something, you're 100% having to do all the pages, all the problems, lesson 1 on day 1, lesson 2 on day 2. Feel free to skip. Feel free to not even get through a whole lesson if your child is struggling. You use the curriculum. Don't let the curriculum use you. Take advantage of the resources that you have and know that this is an opportunity for you to really teach your child and for them to love to learn. So don't push too hard. Love them through whatever curriculum you have, and if it's not working, stop and try something else. Which brings me to number 6, your schedule. Ultimately, you want you and your child to thrive in the homeschool environment. So you need to decide what your day should look like. Are you going to just pick a rhythm where you don't have anything timed? Does your child thrive with a timed schedule? Is there going to be a wake-up time? These are all things to think about before and to know that you're probably going to change it. I know that I started having times. It was 9 o'clock we start this, 9:30 we do this, 10 o'clock we do this. And what I found was that it stressed me out. If we didn't get through something by 9:30, I was like, so I don't do that anymore. For me, we have a rhythm. We go through our rhythm, and sometimes we're done before lunch, sometimes we're not. Sometimes we play in the morning and we start our rhythm in the afternoon, and that works for us. It allows for some structure, but it doesn't give me this box that I live in where if I'm not checking it off, I'm super anxious. And I am a very organized person. This actually works better for our family, and we're thriving in it. And so I have changed it, and I have had to change a lot from the beginning. This is your homeschool, and it's an opportunity for you to make a schedule that works for you and that works for your family. You can do 4 days of schooling, Fridays off. You can do 5 days of schooling, Mondays off. You have the freedom to do what works for you. Stay committed. Let go of the fear and the burdens of what if this doesn't work, or what if I'm doing something wrong. Nobody knows what they're doing when they first start homeschooling. So you're not alone. There's a lot of people out there that don't know. Every year it's going to be new. You're going to have a different curriculum. You're going to get excited about something new. You're going to realize that maybe that math program wasn't what you thought it would be. So you're going to switch. And that's part of the journey. So welcome it, embrace it, and know that you're giving your child a gift. You are giving them the gift of connection. You're giving them the gift of wonder, of being able to be free and explore. You're giving them the gift of connecting with their family and their siblings. Maybe you're giving them the gift of travel. Whatever it is, know that you can be courageous and that you are brave for even taking this step. So go ahead and get started.